Hi, Vareen.
Hi,
Hi, Vareen.
Malar.
Hi. So thanks for
Hi, Malar.
doing this. We realized that our LinkedIn comments didn't come through. So thank you for helping us to do this recording so that we can answer some of the burning questions from people. So I'm going to shoot the questions to you so that you can just answer them. Yeah. All right. Let me see. There are a couple of nice, good comments, and I'm going to ask you the question from Luis Marias. What is the difference between men and women in their emotional and sexual connection? Is there any difference on how couple manage this?
Mm, wow, there's a lot of questions in there. So, what is the difference between emotional and sexual connection between men and women?
Yes. What is the difference between men and
Basically.
women in their emotional and sexual connection?
Okay. Um, Actually, we have been led to believe that we are very different. Like men are supposed to be they men need a chase, and women are the complete opposite. A lot of this is actually conditioning. A lot of it is conditioning. Over, I'm not just talking about your lifetime. I'm talking about as a society, this conditioning has been in place for thousands of years,
Mm,
literally thousands of years. Yeah. So as a community, it has developed in that way. But basically, we are more similar than we think.
nice.
All want safety,
Mm,
all want to be loved, we
mm,
want to be seen, we want to be validated as a whole.
mm,
So we're much more similar than we think. The differences would be the cultural attributes.
mm,
So culturally, we are told that we need to be a certain way. So
mm,
it's important for both couples to fully understand as a culture where they where they were told they needed to be and in which aspect of that they felt invisible.
mm, mm.
That's why, I think traditionally in a lot of cultures, they always believe that a similar background will help in creating a successful marriage because
Mm.
you already have a lot of nuances, a lot of stuff understood.
Right, right.
But
Mm,
in today's world, the cultures have become intertwined. Like, you can go to university, you meet so many different people, different cultures, and your background is much more similar than you think. If you grow up
mm,
together in Malaysia, for example, all the different races know each other so well that we that is one culture already.
mm.
So there's a similarity there as well as a difference.
So, are you saying our emotional connection is our sexual connection? Is that what you're saying?
No, 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 no. So I'm actually only talking about the emotional connection at the moment, the fact that we are more
The thing.
similar than we think,
Okay.
right? So sexually, the concept of the masculine and the feminine now comes in.
Oh,
The
nice. Not
polarity
male and female, but masculine and feminine,
and the
right?
feminine, yes, because there are moments a woman could be imbuing of a masculine energy, and the man could be imbuing a feminine energy when it comes to a sexual act, or just in terms of polarity. It is polarity. It's that polar opposite that creates that tension, that pull
Right.
and push that we experience as sexual tension. And that is the difference between masculine and feminine. This concept of masculine and feminine has been around for thousands of years, coming from the Kama Sutra. It's very much in the Vedas. Is very much in Egyptian history. It's very, very old. This concept of the masculine and feminine energy,
Mm,
because sexuality was not just considered a practice. Sexuality was considered reverence to a lot of
mm,
these cultures. So the concept of feminine and masculine is that the masculine energy is the giver, very
ah,
basically, is the giver of sex, the giver of his penis. And the feminine energy is the receiver of sex, the
mm,
receiver of pleasure.
mm, mm, mm.
we are
Wow.
we are physically created that way, with the male body becoming the giver
Mm.
and the female body being the receiver. So we have to master the art, as males and females, master the art of giving and receiving. For a man is to be really in his truth as a giver, and for a woman to be in her truth as a receiver. Can she even receive? Can a man really give? Is he giving from an authentic space, or is he giving from a space where he's expected to give? How comfortable, how real is he with his role as a giver? Not just as a I'm not provider and giver are two different things. A
Mm.
provider is providing for a family. A giver is it's the lingam, that concept of a the lingam is a stone structure that is very stable.
Mm.
It's very peaceful. It's very present.
Mm.
It's present with the feminine. And the feminine is described as chaos. She's the receiver, but she is also chaos. Shakti energy is everything that is alive and real in this world. And the masculine energy is the container of that. So he has to be fully present
Mm.
in his role as a giver of pleasure, and she is there to experience this pleasure as the receiver and really receive it in all her truth, her dignity, her grace.
Wow. All
So
right.
that is the difference from making it poetic, but that's the basics. That's our natural self before
Mm.
any cultural conditioning. As physical bodies, that's what we are.
Mm. And so, Lewis goes on to ask: Is there if there is a difference, how do couples manage this?
Yes,
I'm going to say,
there
come to
is a
mama.
there is a difference, but we're more like, we it's I've not done this as a group session before, right? But on a one-to-one basis, I request them both to be very honest about what they want to experience in the bedroom. When a couple comes to me, what they really want out of that bedroom experience. Are
Mm.
they just looking to have a good night's sleep? Are they
Mm.
looking for real connection? Are
Mm.
they looking to, forget the day? Are they looking to just to do something erotic with my partner? Or they're like aroused and they just want to satisfy that. Like, what are you really looking for in the bedroom? Have you ever had that conversation? Because today whilst our nature is to be masculine and feminine, today a woman, her truth is still to be a receiver, and a man, his truth is still to be the provider, sorry, the giver. But we have so many things going on in our life that it's important to check in with ourselves regularly as to what we truly want from the bedroom. I think sometimes a woman wants to be in control. She
Mm.
wants to feel the power in the bedroom, or she wants to be totally submissive. Let him do what he wants. It's important to know, because each couple is unique.
Mm.
Each couple is different. Each couple has its own polarity.
Mm. Mm. Wow. So each couple is different. Communicate, talk about it, sit, and then get ahead with it, right? And
Yeah,
when you're saying this, I think it's not just each couple. Would it be correct if I say it's not only just each couple, but each moment or each time your needs can be different, and that needs constant
yes.
communication.
Yes, if you haven't spoken about it for a while, because children have come into your life, or you've been too busy working and you've gotten into a routine when it comes to sex, that you to break out of the routine, go back to what you're doing it for, because it's not just pleasure. There's so much more involved in sexual activity.
Okay. Anyway, my most favorite part about what you said is the feminine being the receiver. I thought, okay, that's nice. All right,
Submit,
moving
submit. I know.
on. Okay, the pleasure is mine. Let's move on. Michelle Tan has asked, what do you think of premarital sex? And does losing one's virginity before marriage reduces one's self-worth? Now, this one is a interesting question for our culture. So, yeah.
Yeah. This is such a taboo. This whole area is such a taboo. And if people were allowed to speak their truth, oh my God, it'll shatter so many lights. As in, a lot of couples have this as such a as a stickling point because they haven't had their their own culture speak about it openly. So they've had to make decisions on their own as to what's right for them and what's not. That's exactly what it is. It's an individual experience. Your culture will tell you something religiously. There are beliefs, and it's important for us to acknowledge, to respect those beliefs. But when you're with someone you love and someone you care for and someone you really experience connection with, you lose nothing, absolutely nothing, by engaging in sexual activity with them. Today, even the concept of the hymen. Apparently, there's a thick hymen that's covering the vagina, and so a man has to like penetrate it. The penis has to come and penetrate it, and it tears. This hymen is not thick; it is elastic because how else will thick blood clots come out of your vagina when you have your period?
Mm,
So nothing actually tears;
mm,
it just moves away. So
mm,
that whole thing about having to see blood during what you call it, marriage in the past, was a stigma because very likely many women never produced blood. So the fear was immense. It is not science that there's a thick hymen that's
mm,
covering your vagina.
mm, mm. Okay. So, does it reduce one's self worth? I think while you've answered it indirectly, yeah, maybe you want to get it, go at it directly. Does it affect your self
It
worth?
you lose nothing by engaging in sexual activity with someone. Nothing is being taken from you, neither are you giving something to anyone. There's a lovely talk by, do you know Amir Khan? Amir Khan in Bollywood. He did this series called Satyameva Javate, and I hope I said that right. And anyway, he speaks to this 70-year-old woman about honor, the concept of honor, and
Mm,
she is a woman's activist, and
mm,
she's like, "Hang on a second, who put my honor in my vagina? Where did that concept? Who put honor in my vagina? Where did that concept come from? If you think honor comes in my vagina, tell me, explain it to me. Who put it there? Why is it not in your underwear? Why is it in mine? It doesn't make any sense.
I want to
70-year-old
watch it.
woman is challenging this. I have to find that little a skit and send it to you. It's amazing. She's all white, and she's beautifully aged. And yeah, she was making these comments in such a she said it in Hindi as well. And there's subtitles, of course. And it just kind of shook you, like, of course, because in that country, especially in the rural areas, right, a lot of these issues are in uneducated areas where I would say the culture, the religion has really has not. There's nothing irrespectful about talking about sexuality, regardless of religion, regardless of culture. And in a lot of the cultures where this is prevalent, where this is seen as very, very taboo, is those cultures that do not allow you to talk about it. So she was particularly voicing it out to those cultures. The question to ask is, why do you even think that your honor is sitting in your vagina?
I just loved it. Thank you very much. I think that those are the only two questions that I see. I'm just going to look through it one more time to make sure I've not missed it. So, yeah, thank you very much, and for taking time to explain these two, because I thought they were two questions, and they actually asked me post program why I didn't answer that question. They thought I said,
Oh,
yeah, so that's why I wanted to do this very. So thank you very much. Now we have a way to do our podcast, maybe, and I think we can do it this.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
let's
Yeah.
test this out. I will send
Good
you
for
the
you,
link,
Mala.
and then I'll also post
Yes.
it on LinkedIn. All right.
All right.
Sorry.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Two questions. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Okay. It's okay.